crossed my mind. Namely, what are the different milestones in career of a researcher? After he does MSc, he registers for PhD, completes doctorate, may go for postdoc in India or abroad, which most of you have done. Then a day comes when he fulfills criteria of a given university for applying for faculty position. And his application is processed by different authorities. Finally, it comes to HBNI, and we also evaluate and accord you status of a faculty member in Hoyama National Institute. This is an important milestone in your career. After this, you become entitled for many things. For example, doing independent research, taking your own students, participating in various academic activities of Hoyama National Institute, which you look forward. UGC has made it amply clear that young faculty members need some orientation, and the program is called as Faculty Induction Program. In fact, outside universities do it for several days. Here we don't do that way because all of you are already quite experienced researchers, permanent colleagues of most of the CIs and OCC. So that kind of elaborate FIP we are not doing. But nevertheless, what we do is not just merely a formality. You will learn from the lecture of my colleague, Professor D.K. Methi, the kind of things he is going to share with you. In this program, you will be exposed to various guidelines of HBNI, academic ordinance, code of practice, do's and don't do's. All these things will be exposed to you people, and what you can expect from us. It is a two-way traffic. You also would like to expect something from us. All these things are part of today's program. I can see from the program, very nicely curated. Afterwards, we are going to have an interaction session also, wherein you may ask questions, you may raise your concerns, and please be assured we are going to address. This is the beginning of our long-term relation with you all, and we look forward for immense contribution from each one of you, those who are present online and those who are present offline from other CIs and OCC. With these few words, let me once again welcome and wish you all great success in this new responsibility. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for this welcome address. Uh, now I invite Professor U. Kamachi Mutali, Honorable Vice Chancellor HBNI, to give his opening remarks. So, Professor U. Kamachi Mutali, please, sir.
Very good morning. I welcome all of you for the faculty induction program of HBNI today. As you all aware that under Section 3 of the 1956 Act, UGC is mandating that any new faculty who is joining in a university or institution or college, they have to undergo a faculty induction program. And if you look at the UGC handbook, this faculty induction program is actually for 2 months. And it gives orientation for a faculty from A to Z of what they will be handling during their entire service. And it goes very elaborate way, starting from teaching, learning to examinations, awarding of degree, everything will come into that. And many universities do it for 1 month. They cut short many things and they do it for 1 month. And normally they also arrange some special lectures by some eminent teachers. They will come in between and give 1 hour lecture on how to handle students, how to update your curriculum, how to enhance yourself with change in the educational system. For example, now the country is adopting the new education policy. So all of you must be aware that what is this new education policy. There should be a special lecture. And then now you can see that there are more and more online classes. How to conduct online classes, how to handle the students. Then there are also proctored examinations, online examinations, how to conduct it. And even the evaluation of the answer sheets, it is all done online, it is all automated. So many developments are happening. So every year this faculty induction, whenever it is conducted, the teachers, the faculty are requested to attend it and take sincere notes. And subsequently, you are supposed to go through the UGC website where there are several handbooks and orientation programs available. Some of them are self-explanatory, that you can update yourself and upgrade yourself as a faculty. This is very important because at the beginning when you are becoming a faculty, you are getting all this so that you are familiar with the procedure of an educational system, the university system. Otherwise, no, most of us here, we are all, professionals. We are scientists, we are doctors, we are specialists in some areas, and we are not regular teachers. So that, when you join, during teaching, you will update yourself as a teacher, what are the things to be followed as per the mandate given by UGC. Now this 1 month program, we are shortening to 2-hour program. We are going to give it in 2 hours. And every year this should be conducted twice by an university for at least 1 month. And we have been doing it for just a half day session in the past twice. That's a major induction program where there will be 2-3 lectures, one by dean, one by the associate dean and other members. We felt this year that there are many faculties who are joining in between. For example, we do one program in December or January, another in June, July. So in between, suppose somebody gets enrolled as a faculty in the month of February or March, he has to wait till July for the induction program. After that, you are given undertaking. After that, only you are given certified as a teacher. Then you can take a PhD student for guiding or going for classes and other things. So we want to avoid this kind of a gap that somebody gives application, just enrolled in February, he has to wait till July. Or somebody gives an application in August, he has to wait till the next December or January. So we felt that we can do an interim faculty induction program in between, provided we have more than 15 faculty members are enrolled, and so that we can do. Right now we are doing it, this is an induction program as planned in June, July. So when we do an interim program also, somebody can join that and they can get all the knowledge about it. So in a year we are trying to do at least 4 times so that quickly we admit you as a full-fledged faculty, so that you can take students, you can take classes, and you can get the privilege of a faculty. And I'm very happy that we have with us Professor D.K. Meiti. He is the senior most dean, who is most experienced person with all the ordinances, statutes, and the guidelines, and do's and don'ts, okay, with respect to starting from classes, teaching, learning to end examination, enrollment, everything. So you will get in this 2-hour lecture that he is going to brief you about it. Most important thing is the ordinances. That ordinances tell you about the rules, important rules, and important conditions on which we have to do many academic activities. And we also have this ordinances book is available. Right now we have the 2018 version, but once in 5 years UGC mandates that it has to be updated. So we have already updated, Professor Meiti has done that, and the new this ordinance book is also going to be announced or released after the Council of Management meeting that is going to be there in July. As of now, draft version is available. I think Professor Meiti is going to teach based on that only in this class. So you will get the latest information of what we are going to adopt from now 24 to 29. So you will get very good knowledge on that. Later on you can collect, each faculty can collect one book also. We can make it available, or you can download from our website, it will be made available. So you can take the soft copy, and whenever you have time, you should read, you should get yourself. For example, you are going to guide some PhD student, you should read thoroughly all the ordinance part of it, code of practice you should read. So you are thorough with the rules. If you do some small mistake, then it will lead to a lot of problem for you as well as for the student. So I can tell one case study that any time the PhD Viva examination has to be conducted, there should be the ordinance provides certain options. Number one is that physical participation of student is mandatory. For examination, Viva OC examination, student is mandatory. He should be physically present. And our ordinance allows one person out of the chairman of the committee or the guide, the DC members, okay, an examiner. One of them can be online. And for the DC members or the chairman, in case last minute they are not able to be available, the Dean Academics of the institute can substitute for him and sign. He will do that. So these are all the provision in the ordinance. Sometimes if you are not having this knowledge, you have read it and you are understanding it, you may just announce and then do it. Actually the notice also should be released 15 days in advance. Thesis should be displayed in a public place like library where everybody should do it. At least 15 days or 1 month before you should put it. People, everybody should do it. And this public Viva, obviously people should be there to question. You should take attendance sheet, who have come. All that is mandatory. Now all this knowledge you will come to know just by reading the ordinance. And this lecture also he will be telling. You read the ordinance and you will get it. And you will, when you first student you take it, right from the day he joins, if you are thorough with the ordinance, then you will follow all the procedure. First thing, you should have a file for the student, right from his enrollment form, admission form, correct, and what coursework he is doing, and all the meetings, before OGC, whatever meeting that you have, and the grading given by the committee, the meeting to be conducted by the doctoral committee, and formation of the doctoral committee, you get it approved by your institution and then HPNI. So all that will be, you will study it now in this 1 hour, 2 hour lecture, and also you will read it if you get this ordinance. Right now 2018 ordinance is there. There may not be major changes, but 2023, 24 will be soon, maybe within a month it will be uploaded. You should take copy and read it. So this is very important, and please give full attention to the lecture, and all your doubts feel free to ask Professor Meiti. Note down all the points. I think you can interrupt him in between also, Professor Meiti. If there are some doubts, feel free. So do that. Those who are, yes. So don't feel free. And those who are online also, please put in the chat box whatever doubts, clarification that you need, and whatever doubts you have, whatever questions you have, put it in the chat so that you get some reply. And your question will be addressed in the end when the interaction session is there. So this is a very important process, faculty induction program. So I am very happy that all of you are physically present, and many of them are the virtually present from various places, institutions, including the recently approved 12th institution of our HVNI, the Homi Baba Cancer Hospital in Varanasi. This is our 12th institution, which is second off-campus center. The first one is nicer. This is the second off-campus center. We are 12 institutions today. I am very happy. Large number of doctors, in spite of their busy schedule, they are able to. They have to do OPD. They have to do a lot of responsibility. They also joined. I request all of you sincerely attend this 2-hour lecture. It's very important. See, 2-month course is put into 2 hours. So please understand how much effort is made by Professor Meiti. So don't miss this opportunity. Then later on you can go through this ordinance book when you download from the website. So welcome all of you, and thanks for joining.
Thank you, sir. Before going to Professor Maiti's lecture, just a small comment. Those who are attending online through conference hall, please send your attendance sheet through head of institution afterwards. That is because you have in a conference hall, so you will not be able to know that how many are attending. So now I invite Professor D.K. Maiti, Associate Dean HBNI, to give the overview of the HBNI ordinance and other guidelines for faculties. Sir, please.
Thank you, Professor Dipanita Datta. Good morning, everyone. those who are present in person here and those who are present participating online, especially the doctors from Varanasi, to our second OCC off-campus center, which is Homi Bhabha Cancer Hospital and Mohamana Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya Cancer Center. So they are the new, it is kind of similar, exactly similar to Tata Memorial Center, as you know here. Another center has been approved by Department of Atomic Energy and Government of India as well. And they are now second off-campus center. So welcome you all. Okay. So this program is actually, it's a statutory requirement by UGC. So before becoming faculty of HBNI, it has to be, you have to attend this kind of program. That is the first thing. And this program, whatever the way we have prepared, it is basically knowing the procedure of the university, knowing the different kind of rules of UGC, knowing the protocols, most importantly, knowing your university, where you are going to be a new faculty. So as simple as that. So let us start with that, and you can find out all this information what I am going to talk. It is already there in www.hbni.ac.in. In fact, many more things are there. If you visit sometime to the web page, you will come to know many things. There are many sub-menu. You go to sub-menu, you go down, there will be many kind of, what is the rank these days, actually it was supposed to come last week. In Arab ranking, it has been postponed to 25th. So probably, I think, hopefully next week, the rank, this year's rank will come. HBNI is a teenager, still a teenager, is performing very well. So that part first, let us know where we stand, okay? Established on June 3rd, 2005 and started academic program in 2006. That's the starting point. HBNI is a research university and provides education at the doctoral master's level. We don't have any undergraduate program till NEP was implemented. Now we have, though, integrated MSc program at NICHR, but student can take BSc degree after 3 years if they meet the requirements and they leave. So they can get undergraduate degree as per the NEP provisions. So now it has started, but in principle we have all research program and master's level program. So we call it as a research university. It brings academic programs of 12 institutions, 4 R&D centers and 8 grand institutions under single umbrella. HBNI has become also a grading institution in 2014 on April 19. February 19. क्यों नहीं जा रहा है? क्या हुआ? Yeah. So let us know how the structure, academic structure of HBNI. HBNI, naturally, any university, if you know, wherever you have come through, you know there is, may not be knowing also. There are the council, there are academic council we call, there is a highest body. Here we have council of management, and all academic part is taken under academic council. And we have board of studies, which is a subcommittee of academic council with discipline-wise, different kind of, making syllabus, exactly proposing new courses, or even recognizing new faculty members. It comes through. Your application has been scrutinized. Those who are joining R&D centers, through R&D centers, those who have come, your application have been scrutinized through Board of Studies. Those who have joined as a faculty member in some aided institution and now going to be recognized by HBNI, their application directly comes to HBNI. There is no scrutiny in between. Otherwise, that is probably all of you have scrutinized, you might have presented your future plan of research project for future students, all those. After that only you have come here. And we have, of course, standing committee of deans, which actually from each institution, if it is a large institution, large number of students are there, then multiple dean academics are there, or each discipline there is one dean academic. Otherwise, like in NICHR, there is one dean academic, but there is a different policy, they manage this way. And in some like BRC, large institutions, so there is chemical science, physical science, life science, engineering sciences, even 2 dean academics. So that way they manage day to day. They are at the interface between HBNI and students. And not only that, whatever the problem they feel and whatever suggestions they give, we discuss in a forum, that is the meeting of standing committee of deans. Then it is if it is approved, we put up to academic council, then we implement finally. So, and otherwise what academic council gives approval, that is implementing authority, implementing is done by deans, respective deans. So it is two-way. It get evolves as well as whatever is approved, it is get actually implemented in an institution. And that is what the upper part of HBNI which controls. Then lower part, if you see here, I have shown, this is actually director of the CI for of our 12 institution. They are the member main thing. Then of course we have Dean Student Affairs, Dean Academic, whatever I was talking about, these Dean Academics are the member of Standing Committee of Deans. That's what that's what I have written here. And of course there are doctoral committee of individual students, and then guide for a PhD students, not only PhD students, maybe some doctoral for in case of medical medical and health sciences, there are MD project, DM or MCAs, there are projects. Even engineering, there are MTech projects. MSc engineering students are also there. Of course, MPhil is now discontinued by UGC, so there no more. But all those guides are there. Then of course students. So with this we have two set of things, and we are working so far very nicely with a coherent way, and it is two-way feedback, and that's how the institute has come growth up to this stage after 19 years. Okay. We have 10 constituent institutions, 10 constituent institutes, so we call CI. These were when HBNI was proposed, that time only in 2015, HBNI proposed for that time MHRD, now it is Ministry of Education. These names were there, and later on this NISHR, Bhubaneswar was set up, and it was recognized as an off-campus center by UGC, and very recently this is another in this year itself, as I was talking about, Homi Bhabha Cancer Hospital and Mohanamma Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya Cancer Center, which is at Varanasi. So if you see that we have 4 R&D units like BARC, then IGCAR, RRCAT, VCC. These are the 4 R&D units. We have a data institution like Plasma Research Center, Institute of Plasma Research, Science of Nuclear Physics, and Tata Memorial Center, Institute of Mathematical Science, Chennai, HRI, Harishchandra Research Institute, then Institute of Physics, Bhubaneswar. And if you see, we have a kind of pan-India presence of HBNI. You can see everywhere it is there. And not only that, let me tell you, in fact, new Tata Memorial Centers campuses are coming, and eventually they will also become our off-campus center in future. So we'll have more presence throughout this pan-India, in the map. Okay. We have collaboration with other institutions. These are the list, and this regularly gets updated. Why I'm talking you, there any faculty from those institutions can be co-guide of any of your students. Not only that, your student can participate in one of those courses. Suppose a PhD student joins you and he needs to do certain coursework and earn credit, and you find that a better suitable course is running in say TIFR close by from Bombay, you can send your student to participate in that course. If it is in-person participation, or if online by any of those institutions. In fact, many of our students, especially from BARC, they are going to IIT Bombay for coursework. Those courses and credits are recognized by HBNI. That's the MOU, beauty of MOU and this thing. Similarly, in VCC, those students go to Jadavpur University for many courses. IGCAR, many students go to IIT Madras, and that way that arrangement is there. And they can be co-guide, and you can also be co-guide for their students. It is both ways. That is the MOU. And what are the possibilities of MOU and what are the rooms? You can see all MOUs are listed in the web page, and if you click there, you can find out whole details of those.
Professor Maiti, we can also add, recently we have signed during 23-24 with IIT Delhi.
I have added, IIT Delhi is there.
IIT Delhi, then Indian Institute of Management Ahmedabad, then Defense Institute of Advanced Technology Pune, that, and then Confederation of Indian Industry. And our MOU with ITER is still under the process. It will be also.
Okay. So that is the advantage, that coursework can be, there are kind of flexibilities there. A student can take a better course from nearby institutions, or if it is online, from other institutions also which are under MOU. Apart from certain courses are running by UGC or AICT, those courses are also available to participate. Within certain percentage of online courses can be attended by the students. Academic programs, you see, we have integrated MSc programs. That is the, after 12 one can join. That is 5-year program. As I was talking, even 5-year program, now NEP gives the provision that after 3 years, if they meet the requirement, they can go with BSc 3-year degree program. Then we have MSc 2-year program in physical sciences, which is running in HRI, medical and radiological physics in NISHAR, nuclear medicine and molecular imaging technology in RMC, BARC, and as well as in TMC, hospital radiopharmacy, which is in RMC, public health in epidemiology is in TMC, occupational therapy in TMC, nursing, clinical research, patient navigation, these are in TMC. So you can find out, probably you have not heard many of these courses, occupational therapy or even patient navigation. These are even, I think hospital radiopharmacy, this is the only university which is running this course. It is kind of that kind of unique courses are there. Patient navigation, we have just started new courses, and you will, if you go to web page, details are there, who can join, what are their qualification minimum requirement, and what kind of, what I say, opportunities are there for the placement or higher thing. All it is easily available. Okay, we have PG diploma in DPRP, which is very old program of DAE, and they are very much sought. Just after getting graduated, they immediately get the job in different hospitals or wherever there are X-ray machines or any other techniques, they need that. And then of course we have diploma in nuclear science and engineering. Apart from that, we have MSc engineering, MTech and MTech program, MD. After MBBS, people do in MD. These MDs are mostly in oncology. Earlier it was done only in TMC and RMC. Now of course in OCC, that I was talking about, OCC, new OCC, Varanasi also this MD program is there. Certified fellowship, these are post-MD program. This is running only in TMC. DM, which is after MD, they do DM and MCH. MCH means in the surgery, DM in the medicine. These courses are running in, DM is running in RMC as well, and DM MCH is running TMC as well as in our second OCC at Varanasi. And of course, we have PhD and integrated PhD program. Integrated PhD program has two kind of option. It is 1 degree or single degree and 2 degree options. Like if somebody is joining after BTech, he can get MTech and MSc engineering and PhD, or MD, PhD. That kind of degree is there. Or after joining BSc, MSc and PhD. So different institute has different kind of options. Those are all available in detail in our web page as well as in ordinance we have mentioned very clearly. And the area is like applied system analysis, chemical sciences, engineering sciences. Applied system analysis covers like policy decisions. Those who wants to do the PhD in that area, nuclear policy or that, or management, and then economics or sociology, because NISHAR has a program on economics as well as they have faculty, and even literature faculty, English literature or other literature faculty also there. They have also PhD students in sociology and other. And okay, life science, mathematical science, medical and health sciences, and physical sciences. A good number of students even joining for PhD in medical and health sciences. Those are mostly doctors after doing their MBBS, and then they join MD thing, or MD and PhD both after that they are doing. Okay, now you have understood what kind of courses. So now we have to follow instructions of these many regulatory agencies. UGC, University Grant Commission, which is under Ministry of Education, AICT, All India Council for Technical Education, Ministry of Education, then NMC, National Medical Commission, which is under Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, and then Indian Nursing Council, because we have nursing program, which is under Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. We have program for rehabilitation Council of India, which comes under Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, and of course NAC, which evaluates every 5 years, and then BAE, it is of course, we have to justify that. And there are many rules and regulation UGC regularly issues, we have to follow those things. Okay, so whatever we receive, we try to communicate through Dean Academic to all students and faculty members that what kind of rules at present. And you are the new faculty member, so you have to know certain things that I will come to talk to you. Okay, so recognition of a faculty member, how it is done. Whenever an individual is recruited by a CI OCC for a faculty position, like SINP recruits as a assistant professor someone, so he is already joined as an assistant professor. Certain agencies have, the committee has seen that. So their nomination paper come, therefore to be recognized by HBNI, CI need to formally send application of such members of the faculty to the central office for purpose of ratification and records. And they have to go through this program, that is the thing. For all scientific officers from CIOCC having PhD, and it is a must, to become a faculty, one has to have a PhD degree. Go through a scrutiny at the level of HBNI, as you have gone through that scrutiny. And academic designation to be bestowed by HBNI as follows. And of course, for doctors, we have to follow these rules. The straightforward rule does not follow that who will be the faculty and all. They have, how many years you have practiced, so they have different procedure. Like National Medical Commission has given some instruction, we have to strictly follow that. Okay, and academic designation like senior professor, pay level 15, like whatever we have OS and above, that is, and professor is age, or in some institute it is a different kind of pay level, so we write it this way, pay level 14, and associate professor pay level 13A, assistant professor pay level 12 and 13. So these are the basic thing we follow at per pay level. What are the faculty recognition? This all faculty have to apply in a prescribed form for recognition for a higher faculty position after the promotion in the CIOCC to a higher pay level. Suppose you have become now associate professor. When you come to pay level 14, then there is a standard format you have to apply in that. Okay, and those whatever now you have applied all through, it is coming through there is a scrutiny at your level also, it will not be there. This is just for recognition because you have got a promotion, so your promotion letter plus that application has to be routed through Dean Academic. Any communication has to be routed through Dean Academic. So if it comes, then we see, and with that you will be recognized as a new new faculty, whether maybe assistant to associate or associate to professor or professor to senior professor. That's the way it goes. Roles and responsibilities of a faculty member, that is the most important part. So of course any faculty member can guide a student for PhD. So that is the basic thing. Of course, except in medical and health sciences, they have different kind of rule. Guiding doctoral students, guiding MD, DM, MCH, MTech, MSc engineering students, that is the one part. Who is a faculty, he can guide. Suppose an engineering faculty, he can guide MTech student, MSc engineering student, because he is a faculty, he can guide PhD, so all lower thing also he can guide. Mentoring student as a chairman or a member of a doctoral committee or any other committee. Okay, teaching a course and guiding students for project work as a part of the curriculum. नहीं वो नहीं है, ये नहीं, वो दिखाई, ये नहीं चल रहा है. हाँ, okay, now it's working. Sometime, okay. And proposing a new course, it may be online, or you can propose, if you're thinking of a new course which is not running in HBNI, you can propose. There are certain procedure how to propose it, and you have to propose how much, what is with the course content syllabus, and what will be the credit, and how many contact hours you need, whatever the lab where they will do, all those if you propose, that can be accepted. It will be scrutinized through Board of Studies, respective Board of Studies, then it can be accepted. And writing or editing book chapter or book, that is also one part. Okay. HBNA faculty member can guide a PhD student enrolled under HBNA from any CIOCC. That is the thing. Like in being in BARC, you can guide VCC student, suppose engineering student, or physics student, say IPR, or any student, or you can become a co-guide of that student also. You can be a member of that student, in doctoral committee of that student. So this is like within the umbrella, anywhere it can be possible. A student can transfer from one CI to another CI. All those things are available. A student can go and attend some courses there. Those are permissible with HBNI. Of course, whatever the respective CI, how they treat, that is different. Okay? And not only that, a physics faculty can guide an engineering student also. A chemistry faculty can guide a chemical engineering or material science that way, if the required research expertise match. Similarly, an engineering, a chemical engineer can guide a chemistry student, or mechanical engineer can guide a physics student. So that kind of flexibility. Your faculty of HBNI, you can guide students if it matches the research interest from any branch, because the student will like to have his own branch for the PhD degree. So he want to keep, but that restriction is not there. One can guide. Okay. Not only that, it can guide, you can become a co-guide also. But if a faculty member has less than 3 years of service before superannuation, a co-guide has to be there for a PhD student joining freshly. Those who are continuing, but if he is a new student, then he has to take a co-guide. However, a faculty member who has less than 2 years of service before superannuation shall not be permitted to take any new PhD student under him or her as a guide or co-guide. So 2 years or less, no student. Okay? A faculty loses the title automatically at the time of his or her retirement, resignation, or transfer to an institution which is not a CI OCC of HBNI. Suppose you are transferred to, say, heavy water board, okay, heavy water board, which is not a CI. You are transferred to NPCIL or say AERB, then your faculty thing loses. You lose your faculty because that is not a CI of HBNI. Okay, so that is the thing it is talking about. And however, to facilitate completion of the academic program undertaken by the students enrolled, HBNI may provide a window of 6 months after the retirement or resignation or transfer, because some students may be at the final stage, so that amicable solution will be there. So 6 months it can be permitted, provided it is at the advanced stage and the faculty applies that I want to continue for 6 months, that provision is given, even after retirement also. Okay, that's what, retirement, resignation or transfer. Okay, role of a faculty for improving perception of HBNI. These days, each university is ranked, by NRF ranking, and we are performing very well, but we should perform much better, because many faculty members, they don't put their affiliation, they don't show their affiliation HBNI, because they are a faculty of HBNI, so this has to show. So dual affiliation in all journal publication, book, patents, like AB author, you write A, B, A for, suppose you are in BRC, A for BRC, B for HBNI. The standard procedure is given. So that way one has to keep. You show, whenever you are giving a talk, invited talk, somewhere you are going, you are, don't just show the affiliation of your institute, so also you are also affiliated, you are a faculty of Homi Bhabha National Institute. So because it is a new university, so it has to, people has to know, then only the perception will improve. ISC Bangalore is number 1. It is so many, everybody knows. HBNI, even in Anusakti Nagar, you ask, many people have not heard of name. Okay, forget about other people. I know TISS is there, that's a deemed to be university. Many faculty, they say that every year the newspaper it is coming. So I know some faculty, they called me, and we see that your rank is 17, we are far below. Where are you? They don't know that there is an university called Homi Bhabha National Institute, and it's a deemed to be university. So this is the thing. Unless we, the faculty, go, whenever we talk, whenever our student going, they show that, yes, I belong to this university, I also is a faculty member of that. Otherwise, it will not come to know. It will take a lot of time. If we do this, then slowly people will come to know. People these days coming to know slowly, but definitely that will improve. Dual affiliation in all conference presentation, poster or talk by student or faculty. mentioning HBNI in the advertisement for students in the academic programs. Now it has started. I find, of course, BRC, finally it also came in BRC. Earlier we were pursuing for long. VCC or RRCAT, they are putting for many years. So slowly people around, they know that HBNI, some institution is there called HBNI, and mentioning HBNI in all outreach program of CIOCC, that okay, there is an university and you are a faculty of that university. If you mention that, definitely will help. Okay. And often for this ranking and all, or UGC also asks many times, and without, always they ask, data. Today they will send email, then they wanted yesterday. It is kind of that. Always, it comes like that only. But anyway, somehow we manage and send it. They accept also. But they go, what is the research project under a faculty? Whether it is like BRC, in university system, if you go, somebody having 50,000 project money, that's a project. That is treated as a project. Here, you may be spending 5 crore, and that is some sub project, and we show only one Apex project. And this ranking institution, whatever they do the ranking, they do kind of how many projects a faculty is pursuing. So total number of projects divided by faculty. We cut a very sorry figure, because in BRC, kind of in a group wise one project, isn't it? So we have now, we have talked to BRC, and the sub project, whatever within the Apex project, sub project, and some of you may have some non-DAE project also, that to mention, okay? And other CIs also we are asking that way, so that the number of projects also improve. Because they see number of projects per faculty. Always they divide by faculty. Number of students graduating per faculty. BRC, it is a 400 students, 400 faculty members. How many students are there? So graduation per day, it is very small figure. So that's how we get very poor mark. But even then we are doing very well, that I should say. And it is going to improve, because number of students also increasing. And not only that, this kind of steps we are taking, that we need to show that sub-project also we are going to show. Okay. Awards and recognition received by a faculty. Often we don't get data on time. That is the one thing. Even if we ask, as I told you, they ask today and you have to send yesterday. So that kind of thing. And more than that, even if we send to Dean Academic send an email to all faculty, hardly any response they get. You will not believe, we are looking at some university, the faculty, what kind of award is there? Poster award. Many faculty, they are writing just poster award. We don't consider it, right? That also it is considered as an award. And award per faculty. So number is going to increase, as we see. Numerator, we have huge number, 1200 faculty. Denominator. Numerator is, and unfortunately they treat even academic fellowship and this kind of poster award on equal footing. And some kind of thing. Anyway, we cannot help in that, because they have designed this kind of thing for a traditional university system. We are trying to fit into it. So that kind of teething trouble would be there. Slowly we are adjusting. Slowly, I hope it will improve. Participation and presentation in conference by student as well as faculty. They have their marks. Many universities are there, their student never go participate any conference, faculty forget about. They don't go. So that kind of universities are there in many. So that number also they want. So we need those kind of data. And invited talk by faculty. Organization of a conference with ISBN number. Many BRC conducts many, but many may not have ISBN number. They should have ISBN, then only they accept as. Then information about students, of course that is for internal consumption, about leaving the program without. In our system, many students in between, what happened, after a year they leave. But that information we don't receive. So unnecessarily that data carries for the years. A student is there, he is not completing his program. So that kind of information is not good. And all of you, once you become faculty, you will get a user ID and password, and you can access certain server where you can put your update or all your profile update. And that will be visible to the whole world, unlike BRC. Okay, so in BRC kind of system where there are other restrictions, here that provision will be able to provide. We have made a template kind of thing. You can put your what kind of when you got your degree, what kind of you got, what is the thesis title, what is your research interest, so that a student when applying, they also come to know that what are the different research area, whom to contact after coming here. Okay, so that information, that link will get it, please update it, and that will be updated regularly. Whenever you publish a paper, if you are publishing a very high impact journal paper, very good paper, you can inform us, we will put on our web page. If you go to web page, you will find out there are many high impact journal papers or awards, specifically for faculty awards or student award, we are highlighting. So that option is also there. So if you, in future, if you get, just do inform us, we'll put there, so that the visibility of the faculty, visibility of the institute, visibility of your research will be much more. Okay. Now we'll go to the ordinances. We have, this is about the institute and thing how to go about. We'll go to the academic ordinances. Earlier we had only one ordinance, which was basically, which says all the rules about how to follow a particular program, how from entry level to result declaration, total thing was mentioned. And now it has been divided into two parts. One is academic ordinances part, another part is code of conduct. Code of conduct is, because there are some hierarchical thing in which committee will approve and which committee meets how frequently, depending on that thing was clearing. So we thought of academic, regular basis, whatever the new thing are coming, it should be very quickly adopted. So we have divided into two parts, and this is one part, academic ordinance. ये नहीं होगा क्या? नाउ शायद होगा, अभी आ रहा है. अच्छा, okay. I'll show you the academic ordinance part. This is the thing Vice Chancellor was talking, the new academic ordinance. This is going to be put up next month before the Council of Management, which is the highest authority of HBNI. Once that is passed, both the things will be put on the web page. And a printing version will be also there, that will be available. As DC told, it will also be available for the thing. But anyway, that you may misplace also. Web page, it will be available always. Okay. So these are the different programs. There are ordinances general, ordinances PhD. These are the page number, how it is. Ordinances integrated PhD, all the programs as it is listed. And these are very brief. This is the highest body, means what are the basic structure, who is the authority, who will declare the result, who will certificate, and what are the entry level qualification, how the result will be declared. All those informations are given only here. Okay, that day-to-day basis, it may not be very much important for you people, except certain rules, which of course it is there in the codes of conducts. I will come to codes of conducts for each one. Okay, this is for each program wise, this is given here. Okay. As I was talking about, the another part is codes of. This is the thing you people should know. This is the important part. Okay. I'll show you that part. We'll go through very slowly. Wherever important, you can stop me and that part. Is it okay, or I should increase the size? थोड़ा बढ़ा दो, maximum है? हाँ, that's fine. Yeah. Okay. So these are the different programs. मुझे दे दिया, ठीक है, मैं ले लेता हूँ. Okay. These are the different academic programs. क्या हो गया? All right. Okay. Now this is general academic codes of practice. Yes. So we have what are the different programs, as I mentioned earlier also in my slides. The same thing is listed here. Okay. Then the different authorities like CIOCC level authorities. CIOCC shall designate, these are the different rules. The Dean Academic for interaction with Dean HBNI. It is desirable that an individual who has been recognized. So these are the basic rules. I'm coming to the point. So admission, how the admission procedure will be followed, and student transfer between within CIE and from other institution. If wherever we have MOU, a student can transfer. What are the rules? That part is written here. And then, okay, academic tenure for each program. Okay, then academic credit requirement. Here, earlier our credit system was a little bit different. That what is the workload based on that. Now UGC has told you have to, everyone has to follow unified credit system. So that means whatever all of you have studied, that one semester, full one semester, 1 hour lecture, that is 1 credit. So one full semester means it is kind of 15 weeks. So same rule we have to follow. So with that, for PhD, those who are coming with MTech, MSc Engineering, MPhil or so and so, they are 12 credit requirement. MSc, that is 18 credit. 4-year BS, now it has been, NEP, National Education Policy has permitted that they also treated equally. And of course, their 4th year should go only for research, 18 credit. Integrated PhD, those who are coming after BE, so 72 credits requirement is there. MTech, MSc Engineering, so that credit requirements are defined. Okay. Academic calendar, leave rules. Of course, we have talked about that leave rules are as per the institute leave rules. Exit from academic program. Okay. In case exit, suppose somebody has joined for a PhD program and he is not or she is not able to complete, you want to exit. What is the status of that program? Based on that, he or she can be awarded a lower degree. So that provision now is there. Then of course declaration of result and all. Now we will go one, since PhD is the for 5 years program, and that is the largest one program. It has many intricacies. We will discuss only this part. Then you will come to know what are the total part. Okay. Okay. So these are the PhD. Probably you don't know that we have PhD in theoretical computer science. We have PhD in computer science, earth and planetary science, computational biology. These PhDs also people are getting. We are awarding their degree. Theoretical computer science, it is in IMSc. In computer science, this is in NISAR. In humanities, social science in NISAR, earth and planetary science in NISAR. Then computational biology in IMSc. And applied system analysis, of course, from BRC, or so some people are there getting a degree. Okay. So what are the entry-level qualifications? Suppose chemistry, someone wants to join, then what are the entry-level qualification? This is for entry-level qualification definition is given for each program. Okay. Then you are coming qualifying marks. So as per our thing, it has to, the entry-level qualifying degree should be from a recognized university or institute with a minimum of 55% in aggregate. That's the rule. Or an equivalent grade. Many places it is they give the grade point, so equivalent grade also may be considered. Academic flexibility. We have that program. Actually, many people are doing, even computer science. They have done BTech in computer science. In IMSc, they have joined for PhD in mathematics. So they have shifted. Many people, so they do some extra course and they can join. That flexibility is available. Even some people have done in physics, MSc, joining for biology research. So that provision, that kind of flexibility is available. If the subject research area is too much deviating from the whatever he has learned during his MSc program, then extra credit may be required. So doctoral committee or standing academic committee, whoever, not doctoral committee, standing academic committee, when they give that, how much credit has to be earned by the student, that they look into that part. If it is deviating, that they can do that. Like BTech Mechanical Engineering has done PhD in physical sciences. So that is applicable, that is possible. So that kind of transfer is possible. Okay, even now it is possible somebody has done, MSc in physics and wants to do PhD in economics. That is also possible. So that kind of flexibility is also given. Okay, so what kind of extra courses and that committee should see, and that is possible to do it. So we have, each CI has a standing academic committee, and that standing academic committee actually decides that, suppose joining for a PhD program, how many courses and which are the courses, what kind of credit, because that credit, whatever I was talking, that is the minimum credit requirement. In addition to that, if the required that feel that SAC standing academic committee feels, they can suggest some more courses. Okay, and mode of selection, it has to be done one written test, one viva. That written test should be by one of those agencies doing national level test, or like BRC does national level test. So that is all possible, that is permitted, and then it has to be viva. So that's the procedure. It is as per UGC. Okay. Then of course formation, when a student joins, your written test is over, then viva is done, final selection. So now formation of the monitoring committee. In some places it is like doctoral committee, in some institutes they call monitoring committee, because they do the coursework. Till then no doctoral committee is formed, till they complete the coursework. So once they join a particular group for PhD, then only doctoral committee formed. Before that, to look after those things, a monitoring committee is formed. Okay. Then of course after joining, initially joining, then monitoring committee is formed. So document has to be timely sent to the central office of HBNI for enrollment. Okay. So after attending those courses and getting those credits, that has to be informed, and then final oral general comprehensive examination has to be conducted. After oral general comprehensive examination is conducted, then only the student is eligible to continue for the PhD program. However, in BRC I have seen often the oral general comprehensive exam is conducted is very, what I should say, loose way. It's kind of annual review and these things the same. I'll tell you, sometimes it is not acceptable. Please be strong, and if you feel that you are not happy with the thing, you say that, and say why not the candidate comes after 3 months and present again, because everywhere there is a second chance. They give a second chance. After 3 months or committee feels, they feel. Otherwise, that may be turn out to be a liability on the whole committee. I am telling you, there are cases because we are at the central place, so many institutes are there. Some member felt that this student cannot continue with this. After 3rd year, 4th year, they have tolerated. 5th year, students also feeling they are not able to do the thing, and now he also started showing different kind of scenario. So psychological problem and all those things. It is better at the beginning, if you feel that he or she is not capable of doing that, please tell that. It is good for the student, it is good for the institute. And we are getting RTI finally. Finally it comes to HBNI that my committee or guide has not given me proper problem, and I am in trouble. They have wasted my 4 years. Now they should give me a job, and filing case and all sort of, it goes to legal problem, and that kind of, it turns out there will be one case. You will find out in your career, you will find out one such candidate, unless you are strong that. And UGC says that. I'll tell you, when I saw the UGC guidelines, exactly whatever they have issued, I'll show you. So be strong in that OGC should be very strong, and if you feel he is not capable, please say no. It may turn out to be very bad scenario. Okay.
I will just add, Dr. Mehdi, OGC in IITs is taken so seriously. One of my strong collaborator from RRCAT, who originally comes from IIT Kanpur, Professor Mehdi knows him, Dr. S.B. Roy. He did PhD from IIT Kanpur. And Dr. Roy was telling me that when OGC date used to be announced, For 2 weeks, they were not able to sleep. It was such a serious matter. So OGC, as he rightly pointed out, is a very important step in one's PhD tenure, and do it very seriously. If required, recommend reconduction also. As chairman of some students, we have done that. So not just to fulfill a formality, you do it. You ask him to come back after 3 months or 6 months again, because this is going to help him only in long term.
I'll tell you, this if doctoral committee works very seriously and strongly for the institute, they think about the institute, then job will be done. See, if you go to think of Ivy League, any Ivy League university in US, nowhere thesis goes for review. If doctoral committee says yes, yes. If doctoral committee says no, you give MS and leave him. That's happening. And they don't, they have no requirement of paper, nothing. He or she has contributed something new, committee is convinced, done. And that's how MIT is like MIT, Harvard is like Harvard. So unless we are strong at certain point, that doctoral committee is the most important committee for a doctoral student. If they are not strong, and unfortunately I have seen maybe some very seniors student, and they come, अरे उसको निकाल दो. हमारा इंडियन भी है, ये लड़का, ये इसका क्यों इसका फ्यूचर खराब कर रहे हो, दे दो. उसका फ्यूचर नहीं, आप इंस्टीट्यूट का फ्यूचर भी बर्बाद कर रहे हो. उसका तो खराब होगा ही. That is not the thing. Being in institute, I am talking about that. Of course, when you go to you try to counsel first. I am not telling that on the very first instant you reject. You counsel, you give him a chance for 3 months. After 3 months, you come again. And I have seen, in my doctoral committee, chairman, I have, in 2 cases, I told no, I cannot accept. After 3 months. You will not believe how the performance was in the second time. Sometimes students, they take it easy. If you hammer, it will come out. Actual thing will come out. There is a good chance that it is not just you are giving a chance, you are really extracting the best one. That can happen. So since you are the newly inducted, you are going to be newly inducted faculty members, please follow that, be strong. If you feel, you express your views, maybe senior, how does it matter? You express your views, that should be there. Otherwise, वो तो इंस्टीट्यूट का ऐसे ही चलता रहेगा. वो हम हमारे रिव्यूअर को ज़्यादा भाव नहीं देंगे, भेज देंगे क्या, कहीं एक कंट्री में बाहर भेजना है, कहीं एक कंट्री में कहीं एक है, वो लैब क्या है पता भी नहीं है, हमारे मॉडल लैब के कोई भी लैब से भी नीचे होगा, उसको भेज देंगे, बाहर से रिपोर्ट आया, उसका कोई मतलब ही नहीं है ना. If you think, if that kind of confidence we have in ourselves, then only things will improve. Anyway, let us go ahead with that. Okay. But it is very much, they say in US, most of the universities, if they are not happy with the performance, they say, iska PhD, no, you give MS and leave. That is happening very regularly. Okay. So this is about the thing, and some students can of course earn credit from self-study course or mini project, credit seminar, but how to follow, please follow this very clearly. It is written. Suppose it is a credit seminar. It is not credit seminar means you read something, just give a lecture. It's not that. What are the procedure? It has to be followed. It is very clearly written. That has to be followed, and give that. Okay. And of course, change of coursework, there are standard procedure changes, things are there. And I was talking about this oral general comprehensive exam. And oral general comprehensive exam has been put, you will not find out any other university. Even most of the university, there was no coursework requirement. Now slowly they are following this. And oral general comprehensive, even then now it is not there. So this is at per US universities, if you feel, most of the universities this is there. So you can understand after doing the coursework and all, the student, how the student is thinking for different kind of, challenging problem, how his approach or her approach will be, that will reflect. Okay. So allotment of PhD guide is done. Of course, different institute follow different kind of rule. Then this is important, number of PhD student per faculty. a professor can have 8, associate professor can have 6, and assistant professor can have 4 maximum PhD scholars at any time, including guide and co-guide. Okay, I will show you the actual thing later on. And of course, international student, which is not, I can say that not actually applicable for BRC kind of thing, but other institute, NISAR, HRI, IMSC, they can, or IOP, they can take international students. If international student, up to 2 additional international students, if they have, they can take it. The UGC permits. This is as per the UGC, they permit. Not only that, if there is an national level important project, suppose some student is working in that, in addition to this 4, 6, 8 plus 2 international, plus 1 can be if it is nationally important, national level important project. If guide is working on that, he or she can get additional 1 student. Okay, this is also important. This minimum periods of residency and submission of thesis. Minimum period of residence shall be 2 years after successful clearance of OGC. That means once OGC is cleared, because if usually it should be cleared by 1 year, first year coursework is over, so it is 3 years. That's how that 3 years is given, that you can have 3 years, a guide can have, if he has before superannuation 3 years, he can get a students, but co-guide has to be there. Because in 3 years also in principle one can complete. So that's why 3 years is there. If it is less than 2 years, no. Not permitted to take any student as guide or co-guide. As I mentioned, UGC mentioned clearly, and that is also articulated in ordinances very clearly. Okay. Okay. Criteria, suppose some students, you will find out, it has happened, in say 4th year, somewhere maybe, some college service commission, somewhere, some state level, got a job, he or she got a job. She wants to join a college, engineering college or some college teaching. So naturally job scenario is not very encouraging, so student will like to go, and already 4 years are over. So what are the rules? Yes, student can leave, and off campus, but rest of the work can do finish. In case the student has completed all experimental work, in case of experiment, only data analysis and writing part is left, which can be done being at off campus. So in those things are written here very carefully. Okay, one can see that. Annual review, UGC says it is 6 months, by every 6 months we cannot conduct, so we have kept it once in a year. If the review performance is poor, okay, then you can ask after say 3 months or 6 months another. Normally that is the case. After 6 months give another thing. And not only that, it has implications. So like HBNI supports foreign travel assistance. If a student does not get at least 3 good, he or she cannot be funded by HBNI for foreign travel assistance, for attending any conference. Okay, so that thing is there. So it is better that somebody is performing not so good, you ask for next time. Okay, and it is both way. Student will also improve, performance will improve, student will learn more, skill will improve. At the same time, he or she will not lose a chance of getting FTA. Publication, okay, it should be Scopus or Web of Science, PubMed or equivalent index journal only. Okay, pre-synopsis seminar, this is very important. Pre-synopsis seminar means student is ready with the work, required publication is already done, and student giving the final. It is like the whole work after every, it is like, student has already given 4 annual review reports. It is total. It is all together the student is presenting how the chapters are arranged, the final thesis. And student, after that, within 15 days, students should report that pre-synopsis seminar report and submit a pre-synopsis report. Pre-synopsis, synopsis also submit. I think 15 days or 16, some time, I forgot exactly. No, I think extra time is given. Yeah, in 15 days report has to be given, but thesis, 3 months. Yeah, that's what. Within 15 days, thesis has to be submitted within 3 months. But Dean Academic has been given some freedom. He can consider, he or she can consider, whoever Dean Academic is, that maybe another 10 days or 15 days for some reason, for acceptable reason, it is delayed, the Dean Academic will accept. That permission is given. Okay. Now, that same thing, I'm coming back to reviewers. Please give, it is expected that the student from your group at least, suppose earlier some reviewer has checked one of the student's thesis, he or she should not be suggested next time. Okay, and it should be in a, I think we have kept 1 year, at least within that 1 year. Okay, and you have to suggest 6 to 8 reviewers, and maybe in case of 6, you can suggest that 3 foreign reviewer and 3 minimum 2 foreign reviewers has to be suggested, and that should be from reputed lab, not just friend somewhere, somebody is there, he should be. And needless to say, it is not sure that whatever you are suggesting, those names will be accepted finally. You may find surprise, totally different names. None of the CI's faculty can be a reviewer. They are our faculty members, so they cannot be reviewer. Okay. Yeah, this is composition of monitoring committee, and of course this thing, the details are given. Well, okay, and changes of composition of doctoral committee is also done, because doctoral committee is composed by the standing academic committee. So any change, standing academic can only approve that. Suppose you are suggesting, it is not that you should suggest that every time he troubles, so you change it. Don't do that. It should be proper reason. He troubles the student, so it should not be a reason. That should be accepted positively. Okay. Suppose somebody is superannuating, or you feel better, some area, his presence or new members' presence will be helpful to the student. So that kind of, there are many ways. We have a standard form and things. And of course, prioritization will be done. It will be informed. It should be confidential. Whatever names you suggest. See, I think I have underlined that part. Underline. The names of the proposed reviewers shall not be revealed to the student. An unfortunate incident happened. Reviewer wrote to Vice Chancellor. It's not recently. I'm talking about 7-8 years back. That what kind of university you are running? Your student is writing me, sir, please send my report.
One more experience, several times I encountered when I was Dean Academic Chemical Sciences from 2016 to 2020. For suggesting reviewer 6 to 8, there is a pro forma. So doctor committee needs to fill the pro forma without showing it to student. Yeah. And at several cases I saw instances, a student brings this pro forma without any proper sealing and all that. So this is given by my guide, and couple of times I rejected to accept. I did not accept that. So please don't do that.
No,
also.
if it is coming closed envelope, that doesn't mean that the student has not seen.
Yeah. So it's important that these are the sacrosanct guidelines, and if we compromise, then this kind of comments will come.
Ethical thing that they should not know it. That's the thing. Because you never know. Students maybe in some stage, some stress stage, he writes up, I have a postdoc, I have to go there, and please sir report, send me report. ऐसा हो सकता है. So be careful about that part. No, because I have seen, like from IIT I got a call. अरे मेरा स्टूडेंट का थीसिस का रिव्यूअर के लिए आपका नाम दिया था, आपके पास आया क्या? That faculty calls. Probably, okay, why you are calling? No, he had a postdoc offer. So that is a different part. Faculty is calling and he doesn't know. See, that is the case. He doesn't know who has reviewed it. Okay, there are many options who can be the thing when final viva. Before final viva Bhusi exam, whatever the reports will come to naturally Dean Academic. Dean Academic is supposed to send to Associate Dean or Dean or both, just to say that please go ahead and conduct the Viva Bhushi. Because some cases Dean Academic also does not scrutinize properly. We have seen such a report in BRC itself. I'm talking, most of the stories are in BRC only. Reviewer says, I have seen, I am recommending this thesis to be accepted because I have seen worse thesis than this. And Viva is conducted, final report has come. Suddenly we find this, then we stopped. No, it cannot be. The student thought everything is over, we stopped it. So it was, again, whole process was repeated, thesis was modified and those things reviewed by third reviewer, another reviewer, because the other reviewer accepted. He has given some suggestions, but not as it is, some suggestion, once you incorporate, that can be accepted that way. So we had to cross by third one. So that kind of situation can come. So this option is now added. After that only, that incident only, it was added. Both the reviewer or three reviewers, the comments would come to us and we'll say, please follow, because we go through carefully. Okay, so that's the thing. Even we have seen report, that kind of report. It seems, I don't know what is the contribution of the author, because it seems as if he has, given a group's work, he has put it together and submitted as a thesis. So that kind of report sometimes happens. These are all BRC things I'm talking about. These are, of course, very small percentage. You should not accept that these are the major. I'm talking exceptional cases. Most of the cases, most of the cases is very nice. We get excellent reports. But for BRC, I should say, it should be improved. That's the thing. Quorum of the Bhai Babushi. This is important because these days people don't want to travel and they want to participate online, and in this regard we have certain reservation. Participation of the guide, co-guide, if any, many cases co-guide is not there, an external examiner, doctoral committee chairman, and 2 members are mandatory in the final Bhai Babushi examination. There are 3 members, so out of 2 members, that one is there for quorum. One of them can participate over video conference mode, any one of them. Sometimes what happens, that reviewer, he doesn't want to travel. So what to do? If one reviewer attending, that is okay. Reviewer, then chairman is absent, then you have to take a special permission. More than one, not permitted. But after taking permission from Vice Chancellor, means HBNI Central Office, if you send HBNI Central Office, it will eventually go to Vice Chancellor. If he permits, then only Viva can be conducted. Okay. Otherwise, one can participate online. So that's the thing. And we wanted to make it true, but somehow some authority has rejected it as of now. So this is the thing we are following. It may, in future, it may change also. Some cases, students already submitted thesis, gone for postdoc, and the student wants to participate. It happens from IMSC and HRI, this is frequently happening. We have seen that. But student has to come back and participate, because student has to participate in person. That's the rule. Bhai Babushi of the examination shall be held within 6 months of the communication of list of. So when HBNI is following sending the list to Dean Academic, the Bhai Babushi, this whole examination process should be completed within 6 months. Because as per UGC rule, within 6 months you have to issue the certificate. So means student has submitted thesis, means student has done his or her job, right? So within 6 months certificate completion means your Bhai Babushi has to be completed. So that part we are keeping the 6 months. If any, for some reason, maybe reviewer was not available initially, then you have to send it again. So a lot of problem comes. You have to take another permission, approval from Vice Chancellor with justifying the reason behind it. Okay?
This is from the date of submission.
Date of submission of thesis. Students have completed job, date of submission of thesis, students' enrollment should be valid. That means he is student till then. Okay. He should be on roll. And once submitted, okay, student has done the job. Okay, there is now how to convey the declaration of result and all, or award of degree, okay. These are, then additional regulations, student transfer. PhD, suppose one student from one CI to OCC, that transfer is permissible, and those things are also given, all the rules are given here, okay. And you can see that. from outside institute, wherever we have MOU, that is also permissible. Okay, and then see, in case our institute has, any other institute which HBNA has not signed an MOU, the transferring institute need to satisfy that is also possible, because NEP allows that. So we have made certain rule that we cannot do from any other institute. See, probably we have rejected a PhD student to enter in HBNI system. HBNI system means it may be BRC or HRI, IME, CSINP, because they are conducting written test, national level, then Viva Voce, through that only coming. And some other university students have joined, they have not got it. Then if you allow to travel, that means what? It's kind of a backdoor entry. So we have made a rule. The institute has current NAC grading A+ or above. So there is some kind of, I cannot say that is absolute ranking, means absolutely good institute and not, but we have made some criteria. Any institute which has NAC grading N+, because this is a rule now, government's rule, every university has to go through NAC grading. So if they have got A+ or above, that is okay. If the institute NRF ranking top 50 university category, that is also okay. Or the institute has an INI status, like IIT or Aisha or NIT, that kind of, then it is permissible. No. That is no provision. Okay, then change of guide, co-guide, that is also possible. There are certain rules, and since guide, co-guide is finally appointed through standing academic committee, it has to be approved by standing academic committee, then only we will allow that. That's the procedure. And there are certain rules under what criteria this can be changed, that is there. SSC will see that. And the withdrawal, cancellation, termination of PhD program, in case student desires to withdraw, that is fine. If the student has done progress, fine, publish some paper, a lower degree is possible. Okay, on request, that is there. Then, okay, that's what, that conversion of PhD program to PGD. PGD research, we give postgraduate diploma research. That's how kind of postgraduate diploma research in the same subject area, it can be given on the recommendation of the doctoral committee. The student has progressed well, but he or she is not able to continue, he is withdrawing, so a lower degree can be given. Okay, so that's the thing. A leave rule, all same central government rules, and as per the institute, that kind of thing is there. And maternity CCL rules, all this thing. In fact, I am very happy that this maternity CCL rule, many students in BRC also don't know about till today. I am telling, I have helped at least 5 students. They are not knowing, they came that I exhausted 6 years. I'm going 7 years, I'm not able to complete. Is it possible for anyway? I helped only one student first, then I saw everything, then why you could not do. I went through, then I saw that she has taken maternity leave and CCL rule. There are rules. So I just, informed about the provisions. The student could submit finally the thesis and offered me sweets after he got the PhD. And after that, at least 4 more girl students came and got that benefit. So these are within the rules of thing. Okay, so you should also know and inform the students accordingly. Okay, this is about the now research involving patentable results. So while doing, when started, you don't know what is the status of the work and this thing. After some time, you felt that, well, these results can be patented. This is something unique, and it can be transferred for industry or some startup, it can be done. So that provision also, that rules is given here, how to go about it and what. But we need a journal publication, as per the requirement. So you have to meet that also. So how the things one has to do, that is outlined here. That is outlined here. See, if you see that at the time of submission of synopsis, the student guide shall record the patentability of the results of the work and get it endorsed by the doctoral committee. So it is not just student feels or guides. Doctoral committee should say, yes, there is a prospect of it. Then they should endorse. So they, it is the responsibility of the student and the guide to ensure that Board of Studies requirement regarding publication is met from the other thing that he published. Okay, even just I think 1 week before we got a request from a student from NICER. Sir, don't, because any thesis when the result is declared, that PhD, we have to put on UGC website is there. All PhD theses are available there. Sodh Ganga. They say that the research is done by government fund, government money, taxpayer money. So what is the outcome? It should be available to everybody. So that's why all theses are there on Sodh Ganga, except there is some strategic work, and I'll come to strategic work, or there is patentable work. Student writes me that, sir, don't put that thesis for 1 year, because some results are not, I think life science or chemistry students, I forgot, because some results are not published and they are patentable. We cannot, just based on your request, we cannot do. You ask your dean academic to write to us following the HBNI guidelines. So there is a guideline. If it is patentable, then what kind of thing has to be done? When, because as per the UGC rule, you have to put the thesis on Sodh Ganga as soon as the result is declared. Result is declared means what? When VC is signing. It is not that Bhai Babusi is over. When VC is signing, that is the result declaration date. Okay, that will be reflected in the certificate. Yeah, then provisional degree certificate issue, based on that provisional degree certificate is issued. Okay, so there are rules, and you can, all these are it is written very carefully. Oh, no, something I missed. Research involving classified work. Patentable and classified also. Classified work, it is, as you can understand, it cannot be exposed to everyone. It will be the closed door kind of thing. So often we have seen one case, the student wanted to declare it as classified work and conduct the Viva Voce, because it is closed door. It is not, all PhD Viva should be open. Anybody can come and anybody can ask question, so that his thesis he can get through the easily. That, see, once you, any provision you put, you will find out people will try to, see, people have made money out of COVID. That is the worst thing one can do, Indian people can do, right? Out of COVID, so many people have got earned money. That's the thing. When one hand you see the dying every day, other hand people are getting money. So people can do anything from anywhere, that kind of thing. So anything you put, they will try to find out what kind of other possibilities are there. We have faced one case. So we have made it, at that time rule was not there. So we made a very clear-cut rule that what kind of, how it will be declared that it is a classified work. Suppose it is BRC, it has to be BRC director or his nominee should assess the work and declare that it is a classified work. Okay, so then only it will be treated. Then doctoral committee will be selected based on director's suggestion. Because it is a classified work, so only those people will be knowing about that part, and review is done only with formal DA, those who are retired. At any stage. Suppose third year a student, suddenly you find out, oh, this can have application in atomic energy, say this particular case or that part. So it can be declared anytime. Or at the beginning if it is done, then from the very beginning it would be formed, and those all provisions is given. No. Thesis is given, some pages will be written, due to strategic nature, this is removed. And this thesis is not submitted just by that. It is submitted to Vice Chancellor in a closed thing. It is an entirely different procedure, if it is a strategic thing. And the thesis, it is kept under custody of Vice Chancellor. It is not put on that. Even for MTech thesis also, if it is having strategic work, then MTech can be given, but it will be considered totally different way. The thesis should be reviewed by different set of people, and they should declare that yes, it is a strategic thing, and then it will be kept only with Vice Chancellor. It will be in a sealed envelope, separately it will come, it will be kept by him only. Self-custody. So that part also it is written. So this is all about the PhD, how from the very beginning to declaration of result. Do you have any other question? Just tell me. These are CI specific. Group board HBNI in nature, wherever nowhere it is group board is thing there. No. So I cannot comment on that. See, in principle, HBNI considers only CI director, who is the academic council member. Okay, he is the person HBNI is or dean academic communicating. Like no, you are talking group board. Like if I go to say NISA, there is no group board. Their dean academic is everything. So it is like that. Okay. Here what happened? BRC director is so busy, so many things. So he has given his power to certain people. He has given his power to group board. Like Trombay Council has given, it is a subcommittee. Group board is a subcommittee of kind of Trombay Council you can think of. That kind of power is delegated. How it will come, that is internal to BRC. I cannot comment on that. Okay, that is internal to BRC. Your thing has to be maintained. But in general, this is, if the head of the institute says, yeah, that then it is done. All OCS, oh, that also BRC, I don't know. Earlier it was there, earlier they were coming. I think they're taking anything? No, now they are separately conducting exam, no? Physics, chemistry, life science, they are separately conducting exam. OCS through, they are not getting good students, so they have stopped that. And, maybe. No. That, I'll talk to the application form, will change it. Probably those IT people who are designing the forms, etc., they don't know. It has to be removed. So that's the thing.
So for the credit points, those who have completed training school, what are the, like, is that the same thing? Or
No, that option it is given clearly written clearly. That depends on the different kind of discipline. Like chemical science, there are 3. Huh? No, there is no. Like mathematics, one paper publication is very difficult. Huh? No, UGC said that is the lowest one. UGC is the, now they don't talk about any publication. They're silent. They have left on. UGC chairman was here in our DA convention center. I asked him on 2 parts because there are many faculty who is saying these 4, 6 and 8. For BRC it is difficult getting one student, but there are places like NISER, their associate professors are saying, how can I work? I have only 6 students. I want 6 more. So I was asking him about this part, that whether it can be increased, means what I was thinking. He was saying the UGC is seriously thinking to make 8 for everyone. Assistant professor, associate professor and professor for everyone up to 8 students. Reason, justification is that when assistant professor, he is or she is very energetic, lot of idea can apply students, and she or he is not into any admin work. And professor level, they are into different admin work. The student, they don't put time for the student. So I am not cutting down for them. We will keep all same. That is that is the real. So they are going to make, it will come. So he was telling, I am taking feedback from different places. I told we seriously want, because we are getting request after request from especially NISER kind of institute. They want 6 students. हम क्या करेंगे? 6 student ही है. हम तो इधर बोलते हैं एक भी नहीं है. है ना? BRC में तो ऐसा है. So they say, so they are going to make 8 for everyone. That may come. Okay. So that's the thing. You are asking, sir? Number of publication is whatever. Now UGC is silent on that, and every institute they are putting their own way, and we are following the same procedure our board of studies had recommended. What we did, we surveyed about 5 years. How, say, chemical science student, 5 years, last 5 years, how many PhD student, total how many paper on an average, what is the number of paper. Physical science, that we gave. But even then, some board of studies feel no, in some area, it's a difficult publication. Like condensed matter physics, they can publish like anything. But in some area, physics also, they are publishing one paper in 5 years is not so easy. Okay. So physics has kept one paper published and one submitted stage.
Submitted has to be Submission.
Submission.
Submission means
Chemical-
either in archive or in,
that
from
kind
the
of thing.
communication from
And
the
chemical science, it is 3 published or accepted. Published or accepted. And then life science 1, mathematical science 1, and engineering science again different. Material science people feel they can easily publish, so they have kept 3. Okay, and electrical people feel like computer science and they feel not so easy, so they have kept low. So it is a different, there is a decision and board of studies follow that. No, conference is minimum 2 for each one. That is for different idea. Idea is the student, he has faced mass, audience. Oral presentation or poster presentation, he or she is facing many people asking question. So that kind of confidence to be grown. So 2 conference paper. It may be poster or oral. And
sometimes people don't put because conference, they think that conference, international conference should be only they consider. So
no,
people don't
any.
put any
People
conference.
usually
Any
we have
conference
seen
and
more
conference-
than 2. 4 or 5 papers, conference paper will be there 4 or 5. You are saying something? Yeah. Journal, no. No. Condensed physics, solicited physics, those who are published, they can publish anywhere. They publish lot of papers. That is not a requirement. Some area, mathematics, that's very difficult. We have seen, and there are also most of the journals like alphabetic. Chemical science, again, they say you have to be first author. See, mathematics science, they can say, sorry, you cannot, because our journals take only alphabetically. Who is first author? It's kind of that. And not only that, mathematics, other part also. Often we find many students are publishing single author. Faculty says, no, it is his idea. Guide says it is his idea. He just discussed with me. I should not be a author. So, student publishing single author. That is also there, mathematics. And so, it's varieties of things are available. So, we cannot make it uniform. That's why different kind of things are there.
What will be the role of a PG teacher in this HBNI? Because you elaborated upon.
So all
PhD.
faculty members can teach there, and PG teacher are like they are conducting lab, they are conducting also assessing, helping in tutorial. So they are also helping in that.
Okay, so like I am from IPR Gandhinagar, so we do not have a particular PG course running there. So then other CIs where such courses are there. So can I go there for
Oh, yeah, of
course?
course.
And what is the procedure for that?
That your institute and where are you going, you have to.
That
talk about.
collaboration. HBNI will
has
not.
no role.
Okay.
HBNI says all faculty members in all campuses that was showing, all are equal. So like IPR teacher can come and teach BRC, BRC teacher can go to teach and can guide. So all sorts of things are possible because they are our own. So that is there. Achha, you are from IPR?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you are from which area? Physics? Yeah, physics. Okay. Okay, I don't know, sorry, doctors from Varanasi, are you there? Anyone? I know some of you are in surgery or OPD, but still, if you are there.
Sir, this is Dr. Jyotirmay Kirtania from Varanasi.
Okay. Yeah,
We are
please
so
tell.
glad to be a part of the HBNI family. So, sir, I have a query. Actually, we have PG students over here, medical PG students. So, when the thesis is completed, it's a mandatory that we have to submit a research report to the Institute Ethics Committee. So, to close that like a project, it is a mandatory one as a time bound.
Yeah. For medical, NMC it is required, yeah.
Yes, sir. Sir, after that, because there sometimes the student can complete their thesis just on the brink of time, but other times it might be well ahead, around 3 months or even 6 months prior to the a deadline. So my question is that once the study is completed and the project report has been submitted to the IEC, can the student and the guide go for submission to the peer-reviewed journal, or we should wait once the thesis is accepted at the HBNI?
No, it can be parallelly.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. So that was so
thank you.
nice.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
there any other questions? Always.
Mike.
Those who are become faculty, they can teach to whom we can to teach, whether training school or this PhD student. Is there any?
Those who are?
Those who have become faculty, they are really going to teach the
See,
future.
teaching your passion, it should be your passion first.
Yes.
You should enjoy it.
Yeah.
And you are always free to teach even training school, PhD student, go to some outside school and teach anyone.
So inside BRC, is there any provision
No,
to
BRC,
can
I
make
cannot
one
say.
rules?
Sorry,
Yeah.
that their internal rule they have made it for HBNI. You are free, you are a recognized faculty, you can teach anyone. And in fact, if UGC says, why I was talking school or college, you say you should have, every faculty should do some community service. Some Saturday, Sunday or holiday, you should go and gather some students and teach, because they don't get that kind of exposure. So you should give your knowledge to that kind of underprivileged. If it is underprivileged, then it's even better, so that they also learn something from you.
No.
This can be done by the institute, MOU institutes.
MOU institute, yeah. There is no issue.
No
He
issue.
should not, that is also, clause is there. He should not be a part of the research program, not be a collaborator for last 5 years, or not publish jointly in that area for last 5 years. So some, we have written that. Earlier there was a rule, UGC, and now it has changed, that from the same state, not more than one reviewer can be suggested. Not more than one reviewer. Suppose HBN, say BRC, IGCAR, if you think. So from Tamil Nadu, any one reviewer you can suggest. Now that is taken off. Because some area like in Karnataka, so many institutes. In Bombay also so many institutes are there. So you can suggest reviewer from TIFR, IIT Bombay, then Mumbai University, someone if suitable is there. There are ICT. So lot many institutes. You go to Pune, there are many institutes, yeah. So nice institute. So that it is gone.
I
Yeah,
have
please.
a question, Dilip.
Online. Some online question is there. Yeah, please.
Yeah, so I have a question. Basically, let's say a faculty leaves the CI and goes to
Acha,
another
you are from Devan, IMSC. Yeah, tell me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So I had the question is, like if a faculty sort of leaves the CI and goes to another institute, but then decides to come back, will he or she have to go through that recognition process again, or is it like
No.
reinstated?
See, if you are going from one CI to another CI, you are saying no, one CI to another CI.
No, not a CI. Let's say from a CI to another institute and then comes back to another CI.
Yeah, once you leave means your faculty thing that is CJS. With up to 6 months on your request can be kept. Otherwise, again, when you come back, again you have to do the same thing. That is
So
there.
you have to, I see. So you have to again do the faculty recognition.
Yeah, I think that is required. We have not got such an application. This is the unique one. If you are having a plan, you will let us know. We will frame a rule.
I don't have any plan. I just ask.
No. If you are going on in leave for 5 years, that is okay. Your
I see,
faculty status will be maintained. That we have kept earlier also. If you are leaving totally, then it will within 6 months it will go.
I see. Okay.
In leave means you are a faculty, still a employee of that institute.
Okay.
That is possible.
Okay. Thank you.
You just mentioned that students can get some financial assistance for attending conference and all. But in the very beginning, you were saying that students can even collaborate with the MOU institutes. In the list, there were 2 international institutes as well. So suppose students go and stay there for a
That is not
month, so
supported.
there is no financial support.
That support is not there. It is only for attending a conference. And not only attending a conference, presenting a paper, maybe oral or thing. Now it is going to be enhanced, and that money, earlier BRC, no students could go because they are not getting fund from any other place. Now I think BRC students will be able to go, because for US and Canada, it is suggested that 2.5 lakhs. 2.5 lakhs would be good enough for US attending and coming back. And Europe, it is 2 lakhs. So European, any country, one can go and participate and come back in 2 lakhs. Once in 5, only once for each student. And that too, for not for all students. Some limit naturally pass come pass are basically depending on the fund condition. So, but up to 100 per year, it should be there.
But are also available for employee student, no?
No,
No.
it is not available for the employee student. DAE has denied that. We raised that point and we took up to DAE also. DAE told no, they are under service rule. It cannot be given by that. So that service rule, BRC has to do something like BRC or IG code or RRCAT. They have to do something for that.
Period that student can stay at the MOU?
No, there is no such thing. Many students are going for conference and then staying back, say for a 1 month for a lab visit, working jointly working, then coming back. That is okay. Either way, I mean, going and attending it is together. So that is happening regularly.
Sir, in DST also they are given an opportunity to 3 months or 6 months to work there. A student can apply there.
Yeah, they are free. From outside agency, it is free.
But in that case, a lab visit, but only thing is that for conference he will get, na? Lab visit, that part.
What I am trying to say, he is merging with these two. This is for the conference, this amount. Going, presenting, coming back. Extending stay, that is her own, his or her expenses. That it will not bear.
Not own expenses, but some.
No, that is not from HBNI.
HBNI
is giving only for attending conference.
So that has to be cleared.
Okay then.
Any other question from online participants? There is another question.
No, that
is
Debai had asked.
Any other question?
Is there any travel support available for HBNI faculty as well?
There is no travel support because they get from their own institute. So HBNI does not support faculty members for traveling. Number of publications required after induction of HBNI as a faculty. There are different, number of. What is that? Induction, after induction of HBNI as a faculty. Whatever publication you do, you should show joint affiliation, that is HBNI affiliation should be shown. That is the only requirement. Because for promotion time, when you want to become, say, associate professor to professor, we'll check that. How many papers you have published and how many you have shown HBNI affiliation. If you are not done, that may be turned down. You should be happy, right? You are having two institutes. People write, no, I'm also associated this institute, this institute. You should be happy. Yeah, please.
Sir, actually many times some students who are doing training or MTech with us, they apply for some posts and ask for recommendation. So are we allowed to give?
Yeah. Recommendation is free. That is not that is professional thing. You are helping students. That restriction is not there.
As HBNI faculty or
you
as
can
the
give both
CIE?
way. Both way you can give.
I think, sir, there are many things where HBNI allowed but BRC don't. That we have to find out.
That's what. For HBNI is as an university system and certain rule we have made it at the beginning. That your institute, if any other rule is there, that would be prevailing on that. Okay, you have to follow that. HBNI cannot overrule that. We are giving academic rule-wise, framework-wise, whatever is possible, we are giving. We stop here.
No, so okay. Is there any other question? No, that is. Niche or a question? That is done. That is it. So, thank you, Professor Maiti, for elaborate discussion about the ordinance and the guidelines. So, as we bring this meeting to close, I want to extend. So, I want to extend my heartfelt thanks to each of you to participate in this faculty induction program. To our new faculty members, I congratulate them and extend a heartfelt welcome to become a part of HBNI. So, Sachin, you want to tell something?
No, declare some form. Undertaking form. All of them have to, that undertaking form, you are going to send them?
Yeah, we send credentials to all of the participants of faculty induction program, online and offline.
They have to sign and give that back, no?
Yeah, they have to sign and upload on Anuvidya.
Okay. And also the participant.
Just one question is there.
No. After confirming your attendance, we will send you.
No, that is not our question. You go ahead. You go ahead, okay. A different question.
So your presence here reflects not only your dedication to education, but also your commitment to shaping the future of the HBNI student. I wish you all the best for your future as a HBNI faculty. Now, I would especially like to express my gratitude to Professor Kamachi Mutali, Honorable Vice Chancellor, HBNI, for gracing this occasion and giving his thoughtful remarks. I thank Professor A.K. Tyagi, Dean HBNI, to give welcome address, and Professor D.K. Maiti, Associate Dean HBNI, to give his overview of the ordinance and guidelines to the faculty. I must also acknowledge the hard work of the academic staff, Mr. Sochin, who have worked tirelessly behind the scenes to ensure the smooth execution of this program. I also thank the IT staff of HBNI to make it successful. I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to each and everyone for your active participation, valuable insights, and thoughtful contribution. Thank you all. So thank you.